DJANGO Unchained 2012. Set in the brutal American South before the Civil War. This story follows DJANGO, an enslaved man searching for freedom, and his lost wife. His life changes when he meets a German bounty hunter who opposes slavery. The hunter, played by Christoph Waltz, recognizes DJANGO's intelligence and courage. He offers DJANGO freedom in exchange for help tracking dangerous criminals. For the first time, DJANGO sees hope beyond chains and suffering. The violent world around them shows how deeply injustice controls society. DJANGO realizes survival alone is not enough anymore. He wants freedom, dignity, and the chance to save the woman he loves. The bounty hunter trains DJANGO in gun handling, strategy, and reading people's intentions. DJANGO learns quickly, proving himself capable in dangerous situations. As they travel through towns and plantations, DJANGO witnesses cruelty toward enslaved people everywhere. Each experience strengthens his determination. The bounty hunter treats DJANGO as an equal partner, something DJANGO has never experienced. Their partnership grows into mutual respect and friendship. DJANGO slowly builds confidence, discovering strength he never knew he had. With every successful mission, he moves further away from his past as a victim. However, memories of his wife continue driving his purpose and emotional motivation forward constantly. During their journey, DJANGO learns how to blend into different social situations. He studies how wealthy plantation owners behave and speak. This knowledge becomes important for future plans. The bounty hunter explains how deception can be as powerful as weapons. DJANGO begins seeing the world differently, understanding how power and money shape society. Their missions also expose them to dangerous criminals and corrupt officials. DJANGO proves fearless during gunfights, showing sharp focus under pressure. Each victory builds his reputation quietly. Meanwhile, he collects information about slave traders and plantations, hoping to find clues about where his wife has been taken. Eventually, they discover DJANGO's wife has been sold to a powerful plantation owner. The plantation belongs to a cruel man portrayed by Leonardo DiCaprio. The owner is wealthy, intelligent, and extremely dangerous. He enjoys controlling others through fear and manipulation. DJANGO and the bounty hunter create a risky plan to enter the plantation by pretending to be interested buyers. The environment is tense, filled with violence hidden behind polite society manners. DJANGO must hide his anger while observing everything carefully. One wrong move could cost them their lives and any chance of rescuing his wife. Inside the plantation, DJANGO sees the full horror of slavery's cruelty. People are treated as property, punished brutally for small mistakes. Watching this strengthens his emotional resolve, but tests his patience. The plantation owner grows suspicious of DJANGO and the bounty hunter's true intentions. Social dinners and meetings become psychological battles. DJANGO must act calm while planning escape strategies. Meanwhile, his wife lives under constant fear, unaware that rescue may be near. The bounty hunter explains that timing and planning will decide everything. If they rush, they will fail. If they wait too long, opportunities may disappear forever. Tension rises when the plantation owner begins investigating their background. The bounty hunter realizes their cover may soon be exposed. They attempt to complete negotiations quickly, while secretly preparing for possible violence. DJANGO struggles emotionally, being so close to his wife yet unable to reveal himself. The psychological pressure becomes intense. The plantation staff watches them carefully. Every conversation feels dangerous. DJANGO remembers lessons about patience and survival. He knows one emotional mistake could destroy everything. The situation shows how power systems rely on fear and silence. DJANGO prepares mentally for whatever may happen next, even if it means risking his life. Their plan collapses when the plantation owner discovers the truth. Violence erupts suddenly. The bounty hunter sacrifices himself during confrontation, ensuring DJANGO has a chance to escape. DJANGO is captured but refuses to surrender hope. Even while chained again, he plans his next move carefully. He studies guards' routines and weaknesses in security. The loss of his partner deeply affects him, but also strengthens his resolve. DJANGO understands that freedom sometimes requires extreme sacrifice. He promises himself that the sacrifice will not be wasted. His mission changes from rescue alone to complete destruction of the system, holding people in chains. Django eventually escapes captivity using intelligence and deception. He returns stronger, more focused, and prepared for final confrontation. He tracks down the plantation again, planning precise attacks. Instead of reckless violence, he targets key enemies first. His confidence and combat skill have grown significantly. People who once saw him as powerless now fear his determination. Django represents rebellion against injustice and cruelty. His return shocks plantation workers and guards. Rumors spread quickly. Django becomes symbol of resistance. He moves closer to freeing his wife while dismantling the power structure that caused so much suffering and destruction. In the final confrontation, Django faces the plantation owner and his forces directly. The battle is intense and emotional. Django fights not only for survival but for dignity and justice. He finally rescues his wife, ending years of separation and suffering. The plantation owner's control collapses completely. Django ensures the plantation can never operate again. The moment represents personal victory and symbolic destruction of oppression. Django understands freedom comes with responsibility. He must protect his wife and future from similar cruelty. The victory is painful but meaningful, honoring everyone who suffered under the same system before. After the destruction of the plantation, Django and his wife ride toward a new life. The future remains uncertain, but they finally have freedom to choose their path. Django reflects on how far he has come from helpless victim to powerful survivor. His journey shows how courage and determination can challenge even brutal systems. Stories of his actions begin spreading across regions. Some see him as outlaw, others as hero. Either way, Django's story becomes legend. The world remains dangerous, but he now faces it with strength and confidence. Freedom, once impossible, has finally become his reality and greatest achievement.